Dhruv, the problem surely is that 20 lakh people have found resonance in Amritpal Singh's statement. I don't want to vilify 20 lakh people of my fellow countrymen by saying that they are all people who support a terrorist. The point is, every terrorist starts off with a propaganda message of being a martyr and a revolutionary. People are buying into that message. My question is, what is leading people to be so frustrated and so fed up with their general political situation that they're falling into the words of someone who is a noted follower of Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale?
Thank you, Ritanshu. I think, firstly, I think this is a very disheartening situation, very frankly. The problems you have correctly pointed out, it is not simply with the Election Commission and with our laws which permit this person to come in. The question also lies as how has he been elected by the people? So we have to address both these issues. But I think coming to the first issue first, we need to amend the constitution or to make certain provisions that any people booked under certain terror charges cannot be allowed to run for election. I think that has to be the start point. But having said that, that still won't eliminate the problem as to why there is a proclivity in certain sections of the population to go in that direction. And I think that reflects a failure of the government and a failure of the administration. It is a double failure. And those failures need to be addressed. Somehow we have not really been able to put across a narrative from the side of the state as to what exactly is the ground situation. Yeah. And if a section of the people start feeling that they are being deprived, then they will follow anybody. It is not just these people. There are a very large number of criminals also who have entered parliament and they still win those votes. Exactly. The time has come when we need to actually question ourselves, why are we permitting criminals to come? And if perchance, we say they do come, there should be another law to say that their trial will be completed within a period of 3 months. You cannot let situation like this hang. It does not speak well for the morale of the country. And certainly I can assure you it doesn't speak well for the morale of the armed forces also.
And I can say with a certain degree of certainty, Major General, if Amritpal Singh today was debarred, from contesting, or if he's stripped of his MPship, it doesn't stop him from getting a proxy selected as an MP. The problem, again, is not Amritpal Singh. The problem is the people who support Amritpal Singh. Before I come to you for the last word, Major General, the quick response to what we see on our screens at this point. The Congress has come out, said his remarks are personal. I've lost count of the number of times Jairam Ramesh has had to issue this apology, whether it be Sam Pitroda, whether it be Charanjit Singh Channi. The Congress somehow has no control over its party leaders, even of its MPs, in terms of the things they say on the floor of the House. Major General Katoch, I need you to have the last word, because as someone who has studied the rise of Punjab's insurgency in the 80s, the parallels are something which are quite alarming. You had a government at the center who was openly stoking majoritarian politics. You have a state government who is trying to hide behind ethnic politics, and as a result, you also have an extremist outfit shooting up. It was Bhindranwale then, it is Amritpal Singh now. Are you seeing parallels of what happened in Punjab in the 80s, or am I just being perhaps a bit too doomsday-ish in my assessment?
You see, I've got a large number of my relatives and friends from Punjab, and they're both from the Hindu and Sikh community. So that is not an issue. In Punjab, there is no ground support for such people. That big is a fact. But coming down to the larger issue, you see, there are still certain segments of pockets which will vote. And I think it is important now. It is not so much important what this particular person has said. He's a member of parliament. I think it is more important that the leader of the party has not spoken. It is incumbent on the part of the leadership to come out openly and state, instead of having the spokesperson coming here and trying to defend what is indefensible. And I think that sends a very and
then the party and then the head of the party media social wing or whatever designation Mr. Jairam Ramesh have.
No,
and then for Mr. Jairam Ramesh to come out and say that Mr. Channi's views are his own. Mr. Channi is a Congress MP. He's a former Congress chief minister. Whichever party these leaders come from, my earnest appeal at this point is we cannot afford such provocative, loose comments, bad examples being chosen, personal reviews. Those arguments do not fly in a situation where Punjab is stable, it's safe, but is flirting dangerously with secession at this point in terms of the election of Amritpal Singh. Once again, the problem is not Amritpal. The problem is the thought which leads to so many people supporting him.